Good morning. It's July 16th and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. China is actively expanding its role in global scientific collaboration through investments in major projects across various fields. These include initiatives in physics, life sciences, and space exploration, such as the FAST radio telescope and lunar missions that carry international payloads. The country is engaging with the international scientific community via advanced telescopes and space missions, fostering cooperation on lunar exploration and space weather monitoring. China supports global efforts like the Deep Time Digital Earth Project and ocean negative carbon emission initiatives, which aim to solve geological mysteries and develop standards for oceanic carbon neutrality. An international brain mapping project led by Chinese scientists has recently published groundbreaking insights into consciousness in the journal Cell, involving global collaboration. The Huairu Science City in Beijing has opened 16 research facilities, providing over 430,000 hours of access in the year 2024 to researchers worldwide. Over 300 scientists from China, France, Sweden, and Britain collaborated to expand the Brain Atlas, enhancing understanding of neural networks related to perception, movement, and decision-making. China plans to launch the International Primate Mesoscale Brain Atlas Consortium in September, involving scientists from more than 20 countries to create detailed primate brain maps. The HuBi and PHuBi projects aim to decode human protein diversity and map bodily functions, with participation from 18 countries, building on previous human genome mapping efforts. The UN-approved Global Hadal Trench Exploration Program will see over 10 nations working together to explore Earth's deepest ocean trenches, crucial for understanding life's origins and future. Recent breakthroughs include 10 papers published in Cell that detail neural connections across species, advancing brain research. Experts highlight the importance of continued international cooperation to address complex scientific challenges and build trust among nations. China's ongoing commitment to global scientific efforts demonstrates its role in advancing research that benefits the international community. Eating eggs more than once a week may be linked to a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, according to a recent study published in the Journal of Nutrition. The research analyzed data from 1,024 older adults over an average of 7 years, focusing on dietary habits and health outcomes. The study found that regular egg consumers had higher levels of choline, an essential nutrient for brain health and cognitive function. Choline supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory and learning, and low levels are associated with increased brain plaques linked to Alzheimer's. Dietary sources like eggs, fish, and soybeans provide choline, with one large egg offering about 147 milligrams. The recommended daily intake is 425 milligrams for women and 550 milligrams for men, making eggs a convenient source to meet these needs. However, the study's limitations include its predominantly female, highly educated, and over 80 population, which may affect generalizability. Researchers emphasize that the findings are observational and cannot prove causation, calling for more diverse and controlled studies. Future research could clarify whether increasing egg intake can actively reduce Alzheimer's risk across broader populations. With nearly 13 million Americans expected to have Alzheimer's by the year 2050, understanding dietary factors like choline intake could be important. The study was funded by the National Institutes of Health and the Egg Nutrition Center, with some authors reporting financial ties to the food industry. A new policy now permits the use of contrast-enhanced ultrasound, or CEUS, for assessing liver diseases and determining transplant eligibility. This marks a significant step forward in patient access to advanced imaging techniques. The policy aims to improve the evaluation of liver health, especially in patients with liver cancer, by utilizing ongoing advancements in ultrasound technology. The inclusion of CEUS reflects its growing role in hepatology and the broader trend of adopting innovative, non-invasive diagnostic tools. The International Contrast Ultrasound Society supports integrating CEUS into the guidelines established by the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network for evaluating hepatocellular carcinoma. Dr. Andrzej Liszczyk, A board member of ICUS emphasized the importance of officially including CEUS in medical imaging options for liver disease assessments. FDA-approved contrast agents such as Definity, Lumicin, and Opticin enhance CEUS capabilities, making it a more effective diagnostic tool. CEUS is a cost-effective, safe imaging modality that avoids ionizing radiation and can be comparable or superior to CT and MR1 in certain scenarios. The widespread availability of ultrasound systems worldwide allows for real-time diagnostics, streamlining workflows and reducing delays in diagnosis. This policy removes barriers for clinicians, including transplant hepatologists like Dr. Yuko Kono, especially when patient lives are at stake. CEUS offers a non-invasive method for evaluating liver conditions, which can lead to better treatment decisions and improved patient outcomes. The new OPTN guideline is viewed as a critical modernization effort that promotes consistency and enhances communication among healthcare professionals involved in liver disease management. Patients with liver diseases will benefit from expanded access to CEUS, enabling timely referrals for transplantation when necessary. Microplastics and nanoplastics, especially polystyrene particles found in everyday items like food packaging, may pose a direct threat to lung health. Researchers at MedUni Vienna, led by Karin Schelch, have discovered that these tiny particles can induce malignant changes in lung cells. The study focused on how different lung cell types respond to polystyrene micro and nanoplastics, revealing significant health risks. They found that healthy lung cells absorb smaller particles more than malignant cells, which leads to increased cell migration, DNA damage, and oxidative stress. These changes activate pathways that can promote cancer development, while cancer cells seem more resilient to the same exposure. Additionally, healthy cells showed a reduced capacity to repair DNA damage after exposure, raising concerns about long-term health effects. The research also observed that healthy lung cells activate their antioxidant defenses in response to the stress caused by these particles. The team emphasizes the need for further interdisciplinary research to understand the long-term impact of MNP exposure on lung health. This study highlights the potential connection between plastic pollution and chronic lung disease or cancer. While the full health implications are still uncertain, the findings underscore the importance of reducing plastic waste and investigating its effects on human health. Consuming soup, particularly chicken soup, may help speed up recovery from respiratory infections. Recent research indicates that soup intake can reduce illness duration by up to 2.5 days and result in milder symptoms. Studies also show that eating soup is associated with lower levels of inflammation markers such as IL-6 and TNF-alpha, which could help prevent an overactive immune response. A systematic review of over 10,000 records identified 4 high-quality studies involving 342 participants, examining soups like chicken broth and vegetable blends for their health effects. Despite some limitations, including small sample sizes and lack of blinding, the overall evidence suggests potential health benefits of soup during respiratory illnesses. The benefits are believed to come from its warmth, hydration, and nutrients, including ingredients like garlic, ginger, turmeric, and star anise, which have anti-inflammatory and immune-supporting properties. These ingredients may soothe irritated airways, loosen mucus, and strengthen immune responses, making soup a comforting home remedy. Further research is needed to standardize recipes and evaluate specific health outcomes, such as reduced hospitalizations or work absences. Future studies should also explore how different ingredients and soup types influence recovery. Given the pressures on healthcare systems, food-based self-care options like soup are increasingly relevant for managing mild illnesses and reducing unnecessary medical visits. Culturally, soup is often seen as a comforting remedy, frequently used by parents as a first response to illness before seeking medical advice. Soups containing beneficial ingredients, including vegetarian and vegan options, should complement medical treatments rather than replace professional care. In the UK, general practitioners handle around 57 million cases of minor conditions annually, costing the NHS over £2 billion, highlighting the potential role of self-care practices like soup consumption in easing healthcare burdens. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.